My name is Ralph Wright, and I am Florida's 27th death row exoneree. I was charged with 2 counts of capital murder that I did not commit, and it was the state attorney's office who made the decision to seek the death penalty in that case. Upon being convicted at trial, I was sentenced to death and sent to prison where I spent 3 years on death row. It was a total of 8.5 years I was incarcerated for a crime I did not commit. The key in this case was, first of all, the state attorney's office, who chose to first seek the death penalty upon charging me, an innocent person, with a crime I didn't commit. The thing that I found most important about how important the state attorneys are in this process is they have the discretion of whether or not to seek the death penalty or not to do so, which means a life sentence without parole would be imposed. However, the problem I experienced was the issues during trial where the state attorney's office did not produce any evidence that showed me being complicit, involved in any way, or even having knowledge of these crimes. They further manipulated what evidence they did have, which was all purely circumstantial, and relied on their own manufactured theory to convince a jury to believe that I was guilty of these crimes, which was not true. After spending 3.5 years on death row, my case came for direct review before the Florida Supreme Court, who unanimously determined that I was an innocent person who'd been wrongly convicted. They reversed the convictions, vacated the sentences, and remanded the case back to the trial court with directions to enter a judgment of acquittal. I believe that everyone should take part in the elections for our local state attorneys because they play a very important and key role in deciding who to prosecute, what cases to prosecute, and who to charge in them, and then the penalties to be sought upon a conviction in that case. It's most important because they speak to everyone and representing all of us. And when they represent all of us, they have the obligation to give us the facts, the truth as it is, not to manipulate evidence so that it speaks what they want it to say rather than what it says on its own. So I'd like to encourage everybody to pay attention to the candidates running for office, find out what their values are, what positions they hold, and particularly where they stand on issues like the death penalty and capital punishment in the state of Florida. Your vote matters and can certainly make a big difference when it comes to what's being done in our name, and certainly when it comes to how we prosecute these cases, when in all likelihood, we very well could be prosecuting another innocent person like me. Thank you.